Hello everyone, and welcome to another video of Cooks with Iron. I got a couple of things on the agenda today. First things first, I've got a different scenery here. I'm in the shop. And second thing is that I got a haircut. I know it's been about a month or so since I've made a video, but I've had a couple issues come up with my phone, and then I've just been busy. We've had a couple life changes and some things that have went on, some things that's went on in our life. And so I just want to make a video and show you guys what we got this weekend. So I am super excited. There's a couple people that I watch on YouTube that I watch their videos and I see what they're doing, and it's something that I would also like to do. And I found somebody near me that raises this animal, and I thought I would buy a few and see how it works out for us. So I'm going to turn the video around. I'm going to show you guys what I got and see if you guys are super excited about it as I am, and that way that you can try it if you want to, and you can see my experiences with it. So let me turn the video around and I will show you guys what I got. You guys, look, I got quail. Are they not the cutest thing ever? So I got on Facebook and I asked if anybody near me had quail, and a gentleman answered me, and he PM'd me and said that yes, he had some, and he had from $1 to $4, and they were baby up to adults. Well, I told him I wanted babies, and I told him I wanted 10 of them. Well, being such a nice gentleman that he is, he gave me 14 because he said sometimes they do die when they're this young, and he wanted to make sure that I was happy with what I had. So it cost me $10, and I was extremely happy. I started out with I took a solo cup and I cut the bottom off of it, and that's what I was using to feed and water them in. But they were drinking that water so fast I could not keep up with it. So I ran to Orscheln's and I bought these feeders and waters, and I think they were either $7.99 or $8.99 each. Now I've got them in the garage, and I've got them in this tote. It's a pretty good sized tote, but I've just got them in here to keep them and make sure they stay warm. He said they're still a little too young to put outside. Oh, I love that sound. They are so cute. So he said they're not big enough to put outside. So I do have a heat lamp on them. I just unclipped it because it's a red heat lamp. I'll clip it back on now. Ooh. But I do have a heat lamp that stays on them because he said they need to stay about 90 degrees. This guy was very, very knowledgeable in quail. And I do watch Keeping It Dutch and Hidden Heights Farms, and they both have quail. And I really enjoy their channels, and I enjoy watching them and seeing what they have about quail. Now, I've looked it up, and one thing that I did not know, and I've never heard anybody else mention, but that quail do not lay on their eggs. They don't get broody, and they don't sit. So if you're going to raise quail, either you're going to have to hatch them with an incubator, or you're going to have to just keep buying eggs. Look at this little fellow eating. I'm sorry, you're just going to have to keep buying the little chicks. So for right now, I'm going to have these, and the gentleman I bought them from said there will be 6 to 8 weeks before they'll be full grown. And so once they get full grown, we're going to let them have some eggs for us. And then once they start having eggs for a while, and maybe their egg production slows down, or I will get more babies again, and then I will just keep raising them, and then we'll eat them, and then we'll probably get 10 more, raise them, eat their eggs, as the process of keeping them and having them keeps going. So far they're doing really good. I've really enjoyed them. The only thing that I didn't know is that you come in here and they'll be laying over like they're dead. Some of them will be. And they'll be laying so still, eyes will be closed, their head will be cocked to the side. And you come behind and touch it, and it just perks right up. So they've been doing really good. I was hoping that they wouldn't get back there behind the water and feeder, but they're too big, and these two won't sit together. They won't both touch the wall. So it ends up that they do get in behind there, but it's never bothered them. They've never heard anything. I did have a bigger waterer that I started using, but it was too big, and they could get over in it And when they got over in it, they would get their whole bodies wet. And this one, they don't do that. They do step over in it, but it doesn't get their whole bodies wet. And I've had them for about 3 days now. Me and my daughter, we love to come in here and check on them. We think they're the cutest things. And there's one of them, and let me look at him for just a second. It's this one right here. Let me see if I can see him. Put him up next to the others. He is so much smaller. Can you see him right here? He is so much smaller than the others. When I got him, he looked like he had a wet head, and all of his feathers were slicked back on his head, but they weren't wet. It was still matted, so he may have been new. He may have just got hatched. Here he still is right here. But he's so small, but he's doing real well. I did get him when I got him home. He was dry, and I took my thumb and just kind of wet it under the sink, and I washed his little head, and I washed on the back of his neck, so his feathers are starting to stick out better now. So I think maybe he was still just wet from being hatched, but man, they are so cute, and I love these. Well, that's the only video I have for you guys right now. I'm going to keep you updated on the quail now that I have them, and I'm so glad that all 14 of them are still living. The guy did text me today and ask how they were doing, and I explained that they were doing really good, and I still had all 14. And he said, that's great. He's glad that none of them have passed away yet. So I'm enjoying having these quail. So they're so much fun to come in here and watch and check on them every morning when I get up, when I get home from work, and then 2 or 3 times while I'm home. So that's all I have for today. Just want to let you guys know. And I want to tell you guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging in there with me. I know it's been about a month since I've made a video. But you guys like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next video. Thanks, y'all. Bye.